Let's go over one of the most important rules in the FTMO challenge, which is the max loss and the maximum daily loss. Hey guys, Jeff here with the Forex Journey. Welcome to our channel. Here we talk a lot about lessons learned in trading and also tips on funding challenges and prop firms and all that kind of thing. And that's what we're talking about today. So for the FTMO challenge in particular, the maximum daily loss and the maximum loss. So the maximum loss, generally speaking, is very simple. So it's 10% of whatever your starting balance was. And for all my examples, I'm going to use the $100,000 account, which I think is the most common challenge. So if you start a challenge with FTMO with $100,000, you have to not have the account go below 90,000. So if at any point your account dips below 90,000, your challenge is done. It's automatically finished. And that includes actual losses, so closed trades, and it also includes drawdown, which means open trades that are currently in the negative but haven't closed yet. So that's a very important detail that you need to take into consideration, that it also takes these into account, like the open trades. For the maximum loss, any profits that you've made add on to this. So say you start your account with 100,000, but now you're at 105,000, you could stand to lose 15,000 before you basically stop out and lose the challenge. Now you can't lose this all at once because of the max daily loss, which is the next thing. So the maximum daily loss wasn't super clear to me when I first read it, but I'm just going to show you right here where you can find it on the FTMO website. They have kind of a long blurb about it, but essentially it's the maximum amount, obviously the maximum amount that you can lose in a day. So they basically, their whole scheme is to help people manage their losses, and they don't want people to treat this as a lottery and just go all in right from the get-go. So they put limits so that at the very least you don't lose it all in one trade. So with a $100,000 account, if at any point you lose 5% of your starting balance, not your current balance, which would be 5,000, right? So 5% of 100,000. If at any point during any day you lose 5,000, your challenge ends. Unless in that specific day you had profits. So let's say, what are we today? Today we're a Friday. So if today I made $2,000 of profit, then my maximum daily loss for today would be the 5,000 that's usual plus the 2,000 that I made today. However, that resets at midnight CEST time, which is Central European Summer Time or something like that. So it's a European time zone. So essentially you need to time it properly so that, you know, if you're on a losing streak, just stop. Just stop for a bit and wait for the day to reset, and then you can pick it up where you left off the next day. And I'm not going to show it, but there's a place in the back office in their website that you can log into that's going to show you where you're at for the day. And basically it will show how much you can lose for that day, like what your permitted loss is for that day. So again, the maximum daily loss, like the maximum loss, includes actual losses for closed trades, but it also includes drawdown, which is like potential losses on open trades. So that all works together kind of against you. So as an example, if you're only allowed to lose 5,000 today and you closed $2,000 worth of losses, but you have open trades that are in the drawdown for 3,000, you lose the challenge. And one weird situation that could potentially happen is that if, say, today I I start a challenge, I start at 100,000, and again, I make 2,000 of profit. Today, I can stand to lose about 7,000 before losing the challenge. But if my trade is still open at the reset time at midnight CEST time, even if today I would have been able to lose 7, tomorrow I'll still only be able to lose 5. So if I still have that trade open and I'm losing more than 5,000, I would lose the account, which, I mean, it's kind of a weird mechanic, but that's just how they have it set up. They don't want people going too big on their trades, and that's kind of the whole idea of where that comes from. So that's basically it, guys. You got to keep an eye out on your drawdown and your close trades and the actual drawdown. You got to keep an eye on the maximum loss and on the maximum daily loss. And it's an important detail that I think a lot of people miss, that the max loss in general is your profit plus the 10,000 that you started with. But for the max daily loss, that's only true for the actual day, and then that resets back down to 5,000. And I actually didn't know that the first time that I took the challenge. But so the whole point there is they want to mitigate the losses, and they want to keep trades as small as possible and as safe as possible. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I love making these videos for you. So make sure, ask us your questions in the comments. Let me know what you thought, what detail you thought was interesting, or if you have a tip or something that maybe that I missed. So if you've been taking a challenge and you thought something was important or anything like that. And just in case you haven't seen it, I'm at the end of this video, I'm going to link to a previous video that I made giving tips on the things that I learned from the first time that I took a challenge with FTMO. So we'll see you there, and we'll see you in the next video.